Although we all knew that Mies wasn't exactly the most faithful person, this time he was caught in the act. Receipts showing DMs, a mystery woman, and a controversy so ugly that Yandy had to intervene have surfaced. But hold on, who is this unidentified woman? How did she get these direct messages? And more importantly, what did Yandy do when she found out? Because trust me, you already know that someone is going to pay when Yandy discovers some nonsense. Internet detectives are investigating screenshots and making connections on social media. Is there more to the story than we realize, or was I truly being shady behind Yandy's back? You're not ready for this tea, I promise, so stay focused because we're going to break down every tangled detail. Keep an eye out, this man was just caught up in the juiciest, messiest, and most scandalous drama of the year, and I mean caught red-handed. Now pay attention. Have you ever been aimlessly browsing social media when an entire controversy sprang up in your face? That is exactly what happened when an unidentified woman decided it was time to expose every detail of Mies's personal life behind Yandy's back. And believe me when I say, this isn't just a minor cheating incident. This is a full-blown relationship that has been discovered. You already know how the internet works. Before we even get a chance to analyze the screenshots, one leak becomes a flood. This isn't brand new, but let's take a closer look because this is top-tier FBI investigation material. Who is this woman? Why is she suddenly exposing him? What does this mean for Mies personally? Everything was publicly visible. Voice notes, receipts, and let's just say, it looks awful. But let's take a moment to reflect on how we got here. If you know anything about Mies, you know he already has a troubled past. His tumultuous relationship with Yandy, ongoing baby mama drama, and past legal troubles. Now, let's talk about this woman because she did more than just make claims. She provided receipts. I'm talking about screenshots that even show the iPhone's battery level in the corner as proof. She claims she and Mies have been talking for a while, and I don't mean casually. They paid for weekend trips, had late-night conversations, and texted each other, "I miss you." If you thought this was just another woman trying to start drama, think again. She came prepared with voice messages, dates, timestamps, hotel receipts, and, most shocking of all, messages that don't lie. Mies tells this woman he feels stuck in his marriage. Sir, you mean to tell me you feel stuck because of the same woman who held you down while you were in prison, stood by you, and raised your kids while you were away? The nerve, the audacity. And Yandy isn't naive. She's been in this game long enough to see through the nonsense. Just when we thought it couldn't get messier, another woman, yes, multiple women, came forward. At first, there was just one, but then the floodgates opened. Women started posting their own, "Oh, he was in my DMs too" stories all at once. And the receipts, they all match. So the question is, was Mies leading a double life? This isn't just a case of mistaken DMs, this is a pattern. Is this a deliberate attempt to ruin Mies's reputation, or is he truly living a secret life? The texts weren't just, "Hey, beautiful" messages. No, he was making plans, vacations, trips, and commitments. He was texting this woman like he was in a whole different relationship. The worst part? He said things no married man should ever say. "I feel stuck. I don't know if Yandy is really the one, and I just want to be happy again." Sir, are you saying the woman who held you down while you were in prison and rejected other men for you isn't the one? Make it make sense. You already know the internet is clowning Mies because there's no way he could fumble Yandy like this. But trust me, it gets worse. People are bringing up old love and hip-hop clips of Mies acting shady, and now it's all starting to make sense. Let's not forget that Mies has already been criticized for his behavior. Remember when he said on national TV that if the roles were reversed, he wouldn't have held Yandy down? The writing was on the wall the whole time. And just when we thought things couldn't escalate further, Yandy finds out. And let me tell you something, Yandy is not the type to stay silent. You already know she was livid when she saw those messages and the evidence. Wait until you hear what happened next if you thought the first half was wild. What did Mies think was going to happen? Because Yandy is not the cry quietly in the corner type. She's the call your phone, pull up to your location, flip the table, and ask you to say it to her face type. It's about to go down, I promise you. And what could Mies possibly say to explain this? The streets are talking, and the receipts are real, not just speculation. Yandy was not going to let this slide, trust me, and she didn't hear about it from a friend or a private investigator. No, she found out the same way we did. Imagine waking up, grabbing your phone, and scrolling Instagram only to see that your husband's personal life is now public scandal #1. That would send anyone over the edge. But let's take a moment to talk about Yandy. She's not the type to sit around crying, "Why me?" No, ma'am. This woman is calculated, strategic, and above all, a businesswoman. If Mies thought he could embarrass her and get away with it, he played himself. Instead of responding with shady TikToks and Instagram posts, Yandy did something even better. She packed her bags and left. Yes, sis bought a ticket and took off. Where did she go? Straight to Miami. And if you've been paying attention, you already know that's where Mies's mystery woman was. The internet was in full FBI mode, connecting the dots. People were saying Yandy went there to get the truth straight from the source, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. Yandy knows Mies isn't telling the truth. And then, just when we thought it couldn't get worse, another wave of receipts dropped. This time, they weren't just from one woman. No, a second woman came forward. More voicemails, FaceTime screenshots, even Cash App transactions. Yes, Mies wasn't just texting these women, he was spending money. And that's when things really spiraled out of control. And Yandy, she played it smart. No live videos, no emotional interviews. Instead, she posted just one picture, and the internet lost its mind. Because in that picture, she was with someone specific, an old friend. The caption, subtle but deadly. The world immediately knew Yandy was done. And now, not only was Mies being dragged by the internet, but his own wife was making him look ridiculous. So what's next? The internet has already chosen a side. His marriage is hanging by a thread, and he's trending for all the wrong reasons. Does Yandy walk away for good? Or will Mies try to win her back with some "I've changed" nonsense? Trust me, this story isn't over. And I have to ask, should Yandy cut Mies off completely? Or is this just another celebrity scandal that will blow over in a few weeks? Either way, this is just the beginning. So while you're here, like this video, subscribe, and turn on your notifications because you already know we're about to break it all down.